coming up a little later in this episode, but for the moment I'd point you to this, which I think I'd call more of an improvement. What I've done is I've used a piece of Dyneema line to fashion this harness, and the harness connects the main sheet block to the boom because this connection point is the most logical place for a failure to occur during a heavy weather uncontrolled jibe. So Dyneema is an incredibly strong fiber. This 6mm Dyneema that you see here has a breaking strength north of 8,000 pounds. And you'll see this type of a harness on a lot of offshore boats, a lot of race boats, because losing control of your boom through a failure like this would result almost certainly in a destroyed or heavily damaged boom. So I should have done this earlier, but at least it's in place now. Okay, you want to drive and I'll...
Okay.
I was going to disconnect these back lines. And we're off. Wendy doing the driving today. Sapri. You know, we really like this marina, but it's off the beaten track. The town's over there. Marina's here. There's no easy way to get between the two. Dinghy, our dinghy's losing air. We're a little bit reluctant to use the dinghy, but if you had no trouble with running your dinghy around, you could go all around this little bay, this little cove, without any troubles at all. But as it was, to walk that road is dangerous. There's no sidewalks or anything like that, and the marina staff were fantastic here. It's probably the first place in Italy that we've been where we've truly felt like the locals wanted us to be here, whether it was in the restaurants or here at the marina. I mean, not that they didn't before, but these guys went above and beyond to you know, they wanted to drive us into town all the time and arrange to pick us up. And they were just fantastic people. We loved it, and so we'd highly recommend Sapri as a destination, as long as you're cool with it not being right in the town, because that's unfortunately the nature of this particular marina. I do wonder if this is one of the EU projects. The EU, when it was formed, took a very Keynesian economic approach and started throwing money at all these little projects around Europe. Everybody would apply for grants and such, and because it wasn't free market based, they built a lot of kind of white elephant type things around, and you see them all over the place. And this might have been an example of that. You know, that if we just had a marina, our town would be, you know, so much better off. So let's build a marina, and unfortunately they kind of build it in the only available space, and it's just not convenient.
One of the items that we have to master for long-term cruising is to figure out how to fish. So we bought ourselves a nice little rod from a store called Decathlon that's here in Europe. That's a great sporting goods store. Bought us a cheap little rod so that if we break it, we don't feel so bad. And as we're cruising down the coast, today we've got no wind, so we're motoring. We're trying out the fishing rod.
Attempt, I caught a crab pot. So I had to cut the lure loose. The other two times I've lost the lures. I think I've gotten a strike and the fish just took the whole thing. So I upgraded the line. I don't know. We'll eventually get there. I'm going to try not to hook myself in the hand.
So now we're trying a cute little pink thing. We've tried
It's like one of my last lures.
cute orange things. And then we've got some other squiddly looking things and some other hooky things. So I did grow up fishing, so I know about this much about it. Kevin knows about this much about it. So we're having a great time with this. I'll let you know if we catch anything. Here's Kevin reeling in the reel.
I don't know if I have anything or not.
We'll find out soon.
I've got a
Snag? Well, it's got something.
It doesn't feel like a fish.
Well, reel it in, baby.
I caught a stick yesterday.
You caught a what yesterday?
Stick.
That's exciting. I'm seeing no lure.
No lure.
All gone.
On the approach to Tropea, it's been a long day. We started at I don't know, 6:30 or something in the morning, and here we are. We're almost there. And this is very, very close to the Strait of Masina, which is right down around the corner there. So we're going to have a quick run around through there in a couple of days. But for now, we're just going to run in here, grab some fuel, and stay overnight at the marina, probably for 2 or 3 nights, and get laundered on and some minor maintenance tasks. Otherwise, this is supposed to be a pretty cool place.
Watch yourself. 2. 3. Yay. Okay. Grazie. Kevin getting wet. Wife staying dry.
We're in the Tropea. Got a pretty good charter operation going on here with Sunsail and a few others. There's Talisman. I'm doing a process of doing dinghy repair and passerelle repair. This passerelle's being part being welded, TIG welded by some guys over there in the repair department, and the dinghy has a leak in a patch that was applied many years ago by someone else, and so we're doing our best to fix that.
Now we're going to the beach.
How are things?
Va a provarlo. Il problema è soltanto la vite.
Ah, sì, la vite. Fabrizio.
Well, it's not quite what I wanted because they made this so thick, and they made the fillet so thick, and then they also kind of bent the metal because they heated it so much. I think I used a torch on this, but we'll see if it works. That's the important thing. This is our passerelle. I'm trying to get this part repaired. I gotta see if this is gonna fit first. And we'll just go from there.
Yay! Yay! Yay!
There's little buoys out there kind of by the breakwater. There's a significant sandbar. And it's marked and called out on the charts, but it's very, very shallow there.
Very shallow here too. No, it's no longer shallow.
We're getting deeper now, but we were at 2 meters for a minute, 2 meters below our keel. Not much wind today. And this is cruising. People say in the comments all the time, you've got a sailboat, how come you don't sail? And the answer is, well, we do at every opportunity, but there are times like this where you could wait for days and nothing would happen, and your alternative is to motor, only alternative. And due to the Schengen agreement, we do not have unlimited amounts of days. In fact, we're down to 20, probably less than 20 right now. We have to make it to Greece and try to get an extension. If that doesn't work, we have to go to Albania, Montenegro, or Croatia. And that would be a very short stay in Greece if that were the case. Here's the beach we were at yesterday. It was a lovely sunny day yesterday. It was wonderful. And this is the town of Tropea. And it is charming. We went to dinner last night. And there were more restaurants up there than you could count. They were everywhere. And lots of selection. The beach is sand, although the water gets deep very, very quickly. And I can see it being pretty busy in high season. But still, pretty cool place. So we made the final turn. There's Tropea back there. We're heading to where?
Scylla.
To Scylla.
May or may not be Scylla of Scylla and Charybdis. Of Odysseus fame.
So what?
I said it might be the Scylla of Scylla and Charybdis of Odysseus fame, where the two rocks come together and crunch Odysseus's boat, or try to.
Oh, I hope that we're not in that situation.
I hope so too.